Misha, what's it like to work with your partner?
I never see this as work. I kind of see it as stuff we do, and it's mostly fun, kind of the opposite of work. Well, my favourite thing is to mutate, actually. Active mutation is another popular theme throughout the P.A.M world. Psi being of the mind and active being of the body and movement, and of course mutation. The idea that things aren't as what they seem, and they're constantly in flux and constantly moving and changing and evolving and devolving and breaking down and growing. In Australia we have surrounded by wildness and primitive forest and the outback and the unknown and all the deadly animals and everything. I love the idea of chaos, and the unknown is a part of the everyday. You like having fun?
Fun is number one. Do you really love me?
Number one philosophy is to see the positive in every single situation. Positive, and understand, even in the most dire situations, what is going on, and how to adapt to it, and how to turn it around and make it something that's worthwhile and exciting. I guess that comes through in our practice as well.
In one of the things that we pursue, which is fashion in our practice, 4 times a year we have kind of like Fashion Olympics taking place in Paris, where we invited 7 brands to show their collections alongside P.A.M. But unlike traditional fashion runway, we decided that it would be more a mirror of everyday life in the street. It's basically a massive street party in Paris. So the vibe's electric, it's super fun. Part of the happening was an installation made by some friends who are artists that was made out of flowers. To take a flower and to hand it to somebody in the audience that they didn't know. And that gesture was so powerful, and it was amazing to see when you bring the energy of 7 different groups of people together. You don't get 7 times the energy, you get 1,000 times the energy. So do you think you've always had
an attraction to freaks?
Yeah, that's what I was to say.
More often than not, it's the freaks showing the way of energy and excitement and freedom.
I've always been excited by the freaks, and I think it's because in my perception they lived a much more exciting and interesting life than the average folk. So I think I was always attracted to it purely for the adrenaline and the fun and the intrigue. For me, it's intriguing. Even if it's not my kind of freak, it's still intriguing.
When you follow all the rules and tick all the boxes and close all the doors, you get what you get. Yeah, for those lucky enough to be freaks and let go, well, life can become very exciting.
I think it's important that P.A.M has a message, that P.A.M actually isn't about a clothing brand. P.A.M is about a voice and a way of communicating, and we're really fortunate that we've been able to communicate with people all over the world. And Misha and I really want to push the idea and tell as many people as possible to get together, to do things as a community, to do things as a collective, to relinquish the ego, to go to places that you can't go by yourself, to get the joy from being a social creature, because that's what we all are.
P.A.M is like it's what's happening now for us, and sometimes I feel like we're a mirror, or we're trying to be a mirror or a amplifier for cool things that we come across.
I would say that P.A.M is a tool, and it's a tool to communicate. It's just a voice. And it's not our voice, it's not you and I. We have a community all over the world that we work with, as well as all the amazing people that work in our studio. So for me, P.A.M is a voice, actually.